So if you guys have seen any of our other vids, you know that I absolutely love this brand new Skytech gaming PC that I got. But one thing that I did want to upgrade on it was RAM. Corsair Vengeance RAM pair, 96 gigs at 6000 megahertz DDR5 RAM, killer sticks with an unbelievable price. We're going to go ahead and pop these sticks in here. One of the things, if you've seen my other videos, I raved about this Skytech pre-built PC because they really designed it nice and clean. I can get in here and put my parts in no problem without a bunch of cables going all over the place. So we're all plugged in now. We're gonna boot into BIOS, check out the RAM, make sure everything got read, and then we'll run some M tests just to check and make sure that everything's working as properly. Booting up, I actually wasn't able to get into BIOS yet. There is a little LED light here that you can see on the MSI motherboard that says that there's an issue with the RAM as it's loading up. So we're gonna uninstall the Corsair first, check to make sure that the original RAM sticks work, then we're going to reinstall the Corsair by themselves, check to make sure they boot up, and if that works, we're going to flash the BIOS just to get everything all aligned. So the good news is we are back up and running at better than full speed now. Just a few things that I will mention when you're installing this RAM that may help for just the RAM by itself, or if you're doing a pair like I am that's pairing with another existing pair that isn't the matching pair. So if all that makes sense. So I had 2 sticks previously. I'm putting 2 new sticks. There's just slightly different in terms of the configuration. So in order to get those matching, before you even start this process, I recommend checking your motherboard, flash the most recent BIOS, something I should have done before I even got started, that just make sure that any new RAM that's out there in the market will pair perfectly with your motherboard. And then what I needed to do in order to get this to pair with an existing pair was to go in and manually set the speed lower than what the speed on the RAM actually is. Even though both pairs were the same speed, they were slightly different configurations, so I needed to tweak that just a little bit. Once you've got that set at a lower speed, then you can actually boot up fine, go back into BIOS, and then adjust your speed and slowly tick up until you get to what the RAM speed is. It just needs to go at a lower speed so the RAM can train itself, but once you've got that configured, you can go back to the proper settings and then be ready to go. I highly recommend the Corsair stuff.